Welcome to our channel. So today we are going to discuss about income tax, which is in semester 4 in BCom second year. So heads of income chargeable. Here we have to understand that the income head chapters under Income Tax Act sections, changing sections. Income from salary, 4th A, section 15 to 17, change in 15. Income from house property, 4th C, section 22 to 27, here it is changed to 22. Profit and gains from business profession, income tax 4D, 28 section to 44, it is in 28. Capital gain, 4E Act sections 45 to 45, 55A, 45 and 46 2, income from other, here it is 4E, 56 to 59, here it is changed in section 56. Next, moving to the next, income from salary, basis of charging. So here, as per section 15, salary consists of the following: A. Any salary due from an employer of former employer to an assessee in the previous year, whether actually paid or not, normal salary. B. Any salary paid to him in the previous year by an ex-employer or a former employer though not due or before become due to him, advance salary. C. Any arrears of salary paid to him by employer of former. Here it is key points. Salary income, relationship between payer and payee, salary and wages actually not different, salary from more than one source, salary from former, present of prospective employer, salary income must be real and not fictitious, foregoing of salary taxable, surrender of salary under voluntary surrender of salaries and exemption from Taxation Act 1961. Here, once salary is taxed in on receipt basis, it will not be charged again on falling due or receipt basis, as the case may be. As assessee can claim relief under section 89(1), arrears or advance salary. Loan from employer is not salary, not taxable, as it is advanced against salary or not advance salary. Partner is not an employee of firm, hence any salary, bonus, commission and remuneration received by him is as per. Here, definition salary, section 17(1). As per section 17(1), salary includes the following: A. Wages, B. Any annuity or pension, C. Gratuity, D. Any fees, commission, requires or profits in lieu of for addition to salaries, wages. E. Any advance salary. F. Leave salary. G. Annual accretion to the provident fund to the extent it's taxable. Computation of income from salary. Basis salary amount. Here allowances, profit in lieu of salary, persecutives, gross salary, less deduction under section 16. A. Entertainment allowance under section 16(2). B. Professional tax under section 1. Next, moving to the next, deduction from salary section 16. Entertainment allowance section 16(2). Only government employees can claim the following deduction: actual entertainment allowance 1/5 salary. Here salary is equal to basic pay. C. 5,000 rupees, which is lower. Number 2, professional tax section 16(3). Deduction is available in the year which professional tax is actually paid. Specific exemption from salary. Number 1, gratuity section 10 subsection 10. Here number 1, gratuity received in government local authority employees fully exempted. Number 2, gratuity is in case of employees covered by payment of gratuity act 1972. Lower of the following: A. Actual gratuity. B. 10 lakhs rupees. C. Salary loss drawn 15/26 completed years, the service part of the thereof in excess of 6 months. Number 3, gratuity in respect other employees. Lower the following: actual gratuity. B. 10 lakhs. Moving to the next, specific exemptions. Gratuity section 10 subsection 10 key points. Gratuity received during continuation of service is fully taxable. Maximum exemption available under section during lifetime of the assessee cannot exceed 10 lakhs. Completed the year service include the period of service under the employment as well as previous employer. Moving to the next, specific exemptions from salary. Number 2, pension section 10 subsection 10A. Here number 1, commuted pensions received by government employee fully exempted. Commuted pension received by non-government employee, if such employees receives gratuity, 1/3 of cumulative value of pension is exempted. If such employees does not receive gratuity, 1/2 of cumulative value of pension is exempted. Moving to the next, leave encashment subsection 10A. Here number 1, leave encashment received by the government employee, state, central government at the time of requirement fully exempted. Leave encashment received at the time to the retirement by the other employee, lower the following is exempted. Actual leave encashment maximum 3 lakhs, average monthly into 10 times. So here basic salary means basic DA plus etc. Next, specific exemption leave encashment key points. Calculation of the earned leave, number of years actually served, number of leave entitled for the completed year service as per rule of employer subject to 30 days, gross total leave in days A and B. Next, less leave encashed availed in the days. The E, period of earned leave in days. Number F, period of leave in month. Last 10 months average salary shall be considered from the date of immunity before the date of retirement. Moving to the next, specific exemptions from salary. Number 4, house rent allowances, section 10, section 13A. In case of employees, lower the following exemption: actual HRA received, rent paid excess 10% salary, 40% salary, 50% house situation in Mumbai, Delhi. Here, salary means basic plus DA plus employment, so provided commission is there, fixed percentage turnover. Next, number 5 is exemption from salaries, retrenchment compensation, section 10, subsection 10B. Here, compensation received at the time of retrenchment is exempted from tax to the extent lower exemption: actual amount received, maximum amount 5 lakhs, C15 average for every completed year continuous service, any part of exemption of 6 months. Here is salary means this is. The moving to the next, specific exemptions from salary. Compensation under VRS, section 10, subsection 10C. Compensation received at the time of voluntary retirement scheme, that is VRS, is exempted from to the extent lower the following exemption: actual compensation received, B, maximum amount 5 lakhs. Here review questions. Abhishek, chartered account, is exempted in the single auditor. Require the employee to call the remuneration at the internal audits. Abhishek, chartered to be exempted under the head income from salary, income business from income other sources. So is the review questions. So keep watching and do this. Next, allowances is generally defined the fixed quantity of money given regularly in addition to salary for the purpose of the meeting some particular requirements connecting with the service under the employee or the compensation of unusual conditions that service. It is fixed, predetermined given the respective actually expenditure under Act is taxable under section 15 due receipt basis whichever is earlier, irrespective of the fact that is paid addition to in lieu of salary. So here allowance is fully taxable in cases city compensatory allowance, fixed medical allowances, tiffin, lunch, dinner, refreshment allowance, servant allowance, dearness allowance, project allowance, overtime allowance, interim allowance. So these are other allowances with exemption limit. General education allowance exemption 100 per month per child, maximum 2 children. Here children hostel allowance 300 per child, maximum 2 children. Tribal area allowance 200 per month. Number 4, transfer allowance between residence and office 800 per month, 1600 per month for blind, handicapped. Transference allowance for transfer allowance here 70% allowance is or 10,000 per month.